there. Thanks for joining me. Today's video is going to be really quick, and it's just going to be on showing you how to put together this snap tab, except mine won't have this kind of an end, but from the Buggalena.com website. And if you've never been to this website, go. It's so fun. She has so many different kind of things you can do, and if you've never really tried in the hoop stuff, she makes it super easy. Okay, and she's on YouTube and Facebook and probably Instagram and everything else. So really helpful person, and really smart and very creative, very creative. So we're just going to do the mom one really quick, and even though we can digitize these ourselves using SewArt and SewWhatPro, her fonts are just so pretty, and they stitch out so much nicer than anything I could create on SewArt, of course. So I don't know why I said of course, but so in this example they show how they have variegated thread, and that's really pretty too. Okay, so once you've purchased your design, I purchased this a long time ago. I'm going to take it from the folder that it's in on my computer, and I'm going to open it. I'm just going to show you guys how to do this really quick. I'm really sorry for how it looks. I know it looks all gradient and weird. And on the Buggalena ones, if you have a 5x7, you can do multiples for most part. And if you only have a 4x4 like me, you'll see that there's nothing that says 4x4, but single will work for 4x4. Okay, so we're going to take that and we're going to slide it over to our removable disc. And you can open your removable disc and double check that. Okay, and so I already tried these other two, but they're not exactly what I was trying to go for. The BFF one is a little bit different of a design than what they have on their website now, and the Grandma Snap Tab just was too big. So we're gonna go with Mom. Mom is really fun. Okay, so let's leave that and come over here to my embroidery machine. I have my Brother SE425 set up, and I really love this machine. Okay, what you're going to need is your hoop, and you're going to want some stabilizer. It really doesn't matter what kind of stabilizer you use for these. They're not too dense, so you can pretty much use anything, but you want to be conscious of the fact that it is going to be a key fob and probably going to be out in the weather. So which is why most people, you'll see them say vinyl, and it's really confusing because you think this is vinyl, that's vinyl, the stuff that we use in our cutting machines are vinyl, so it gets confusing, and I understand. But this is just marine vinyl, and it's upholstery vinyl. If you have an upholstery shop in your town, you can probably go in and get scraps. That's what this is. These are oilcloth scraps that I got from Econo Sales in Springfield, Oregon. They have a little bin, and this is like 10 cents. No joke. So, and these are just pieces I got from Goodwill. You can find pieces everywhere. Okay, and I keep all of that kind of stuff in one of these. This is where all of the vinyl-y stuff, the pretty, you know, it's thick enough to be a key fob. And then in there's all the applique stuff, and then applique material stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to find it on our machine, and we're going to upload it. And it's going to give us 3 different things. Okay, in mine I have to click adjust, or I guess I could have clicked check color, but it's going to give us the you know, die line to show us where to put our fabric, but we're just going to put it down first. Then it's going to do the name, and then you're going to put your backing on, and then that seals it all in. 3 simple steps, okay? I was really intimidated on doing these for a long time, but I watched some videos on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I watched Catherine's video specifically. Okay, so I needed to thread my machine, but I also wanted to tell you guys, in addition to your top thread being a contrasting color that you'll be able to see up on your vinyl pretty easy, you want your bottom thread to match. Your bobbin thread, not your bottom, but it is your bottom thread. So I don't know why they don't just call it the bobbin, they gotta call it the bobbin. But anyways, your bobbin thread, you want it to be the same color as your top thread, okay? All right, so we're just going, because this covers the whole entire thing, we're just gonna lay it down, and we're gonna let that first stitch go ahead and stitch out on top of this, okay? Okay, so then the second one is going to be the mom part, and it's going to stitch out, and then and once that's done, we're going to flip our hoop over, we're going to put our backing on, and then we're going to put the third, we're going to choose the third step, okay? And it's really important you do it this way so that it covers the name and the backing and stuff, okay? So now we take it out of the hoop. I've got to pull the presser foot up. So there it is, looking all nice and beautiful. And then in the back, and the reason why you want to wait before putting on that last piece is so that you can cover up this. Okay, even though it is quite beautiful. Alrighty. Oh, and the stabilizer I'm using is just a tearaway stabilizer that I got at Joann's, and it's a true tearaway. I'll show you whenever we're all done. Oh, actually, we're not going to be tearing anything up. But look, see, and most things you can just pop out, but we're actually going to be cutting this out now that I think about it. Okay, so you want a piece that's going to be big enough to cover. Okay, and so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to cut that right up here. I love the oilcloth because there's so many different designs and everything. Okay, and then we're just going to grab regular old tape. I found this stuff at Hobby Lobby. Press here. I don't know the point of that. It's just to lock the tape roll, but I don't want it locked. Okay, so we'll grab two nice pieces of tape. Okay, you really only need it in a couple spots to make sure, and you could, you know, you could just float it, but we're just going to give it a little bit of extra hold there, okay? So we put it right back onto our machine, and then step 3 is that last piece. So we're going to put our presser foot down again and just press start. Okay, lovely. Okay, it's all done sewing. Your 3 steps are done, and look how beautiful that is. I don't know if you can really even tell in the video, but it's really gorgeous. Very nice stitching. Okay. All right. And I'm not getting paid by Buggalena. They don't even know I'm doing this video. I like to share. I want everybody to be really good at embroidery. And I want to share with you the things that helped me be good at embroidery. So, and Buggalena is one of the ones that have kind of opened my eyes. And the bean stitch also, they have a lot of fantastic designs as well. And they have tiny fonts too. They have the tiny fonts that I use for everything. Okay, so we're just going to cut this out. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but, and you know, a lot of people cut nicer than I do. And you can probably set up your cutting machine to cut out the applique in advance. I have a couple videos showing how to use SewWhatPro to do that. If you want, just look in the SewWhatPro playlist. I don't know if there is a SewWhatPro playlist, to be honest, but there's a Sew Art playlist, and it should be on there as well. Okay, and there we go. All right, and then there's the backing. We're going to cut that off. Okay, so the next part to all of this is to take your awl, AWL, that comes with your snap tab kit, and poke a little hole right in the middle. Make sure it's going to have enough to go both sides. I'm using a pointer tool from my clay set, but you put that in, and then this is my pretty little plier set, and you can go on it. I think it's just camsnaps.com. I'll put the link in the description. You can go on there and order, and the shipping is really fast, and I think these were only like 20 bucks. And so you can choose to have regular pliers, or you can have them with the graphics on it. Okay, you have to make sure it's this specific set. Okay, you want 2 for the front, 2 for the back. All right, and it doesn't matter which one goes in which spot. You're just going to push it through the hole that we already made. Push it through, and then we're going to lay this piece right on top of it. Okay. And then our snap pliers, we're just going to gently kind of rock this in as much as we can. We want to get that bottom one seated inside of this black part. And then this can go right underneath it. And then you just squeeze a little bit, and it's done. It's on there nice and tight. Okay, so we'll do the second one. Make sure both of your bubble pieces are on the outside. Oops, I wasn't anywhere near that. Okay, this takes a little finagling sometime, and then make sure that you have the opposite piece. Okay, opposite than that, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this piece and rock it right in there. Okay, it's hard to do one-handed. Okay, and then we're going to pull that out a little and just give it a little squeeze. And snap tab complete. It's beautiful. So sometimes they will bend if they're too big. I learned that. But this size right here is just fine. But if you're trying to make one really big, I don't know why you would, but if you do, it has more of a chance of curving itself naturally. So keep the key fobs small. Anyways, I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I hope you check out Buggalena and also the bean stitch. They do a lot of the same kind of thing, but they have totally different items, and I love them both so much. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.